The market shoots higher as we head into CPI. Are the bulls ready for launch? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the market found its bottom last week and shot higher on Monday as we wait for Tuesday's CPI number. The bulls have started to build a structure that could take them to the 4,300 we've been talking about. The question is, will they follow through? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so a little bit of housekeeping. I mentioned last week, if you didn't see it, I do have a very sick family member that I will be spending quite a bit of time with here coming up, so I will be in and out of videos. So when I am not on YouTube, that is why. Also, we are doing great things in the room. People are making money, and we are changing lives and teaching people how to trade and understand the stock market. If you want to be part of a community like this, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute futures chart. I'm zoomed in a little bit so we can see the moves a little better here. We can zoom out in a second to look at it on a little bit of a bigger scale, but in general, off of the high here, off of the black circle wave 3 high that you can see over on the left side of the screen here, I'm counting the move down for now as done. So we would have this A, B, C down to the 40-60 area. And now what it looks like is we have our A, B, C up. And I would expect this to actually extend a little higher. I would hope it would push up towards the 40-70 or 80 area before we see the pullback. So maybe into the CPI number, we get the push higher. And then we get a 3-wave pullback here that holds support. And then a move higher towards 4,300. So there's a couple caveats to this. The first is if we have topped out in this 4150 region, our support comes in at 4115 to 4096. However, if they do move higher, that support number will move up just depending on how high we go. The second thing is if we don't move higher and we pull back and hold support, I might only expect this move higher to hit the 4250 to 4270 area. We might not make it all the way to 4300, but we should be crossing well into the 4200s area, up near 4250 plus. So just going to kind of depend on if they want to push this higher, this move off of the lows up into the 4180 to 4200 area. The closer they get to 4200 before a pullback, the more likely we see 4300. So that's kind of where we're at right now on the bullish potential for the most immediate path higher. Now, we do have an alternate path, as always, to the downside. And that path is going to look like this, where we're not done with 4 yet, okay? And so wave 4 needs to move over here and down. And what you'd have off the top is a bigger ABC, where this move down is A, okay? This move up is B. And then you'd get a C leg down towards 4,000, okay, as a bigger wave 4 and a diagonal, as I stated. I thought we should come down into this area anyway. And then from there, you'd look for a pretty strong move higher towards 4,300. Now, the issue I have with this count isn't the overall structure. That's fine. It's that it's taking so long for this degree of 4 to play out. So for this to go up and then, for as long as it took to come down and then go up, I know CPIs tomorrow, we could see a very sharp, quick spike down into the 4,000 region or 4020 region, somewhere in that range here. We should hold support above 4,000 generally. We could see a very quick spike down and then the start to the move higher, but that would be about the only acceptable way to see this. You wouldn't want to see them grind lower down into the 4,000 area because it's just taken too long for this level of, or this degree of wave 4 that we're looking at. So, if CPI does spike it down toward the 4,000 region, we would look for support between 4,000 and about 4040, just under this 4060 area, and then we'd look for that move higher up towards 4,300 from there. So those are the two potentials on the ES that we're looking at. The first one being a more bullish potential where we hold a higher support and move directly towards 4,300, and then the second one obviously being this one you see on the screen here down toward the 4,000 region. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, guys, so as you can expect, we would have very similar counts on the NASDAQ. An A, B, C to the downside here, completing wave 4, and now we're looking for this move higher, okay? NASDAQ still, yes, it broke down below the 12,322 area, but not by a ton, and it didn't invalidate. So the NASDAQ can, in fact, make a 5-wave move higher from here into that 13,250 to 13,500 area. And if that's the case, you would look for a wave 2 pullback, then a big wave 3, 4, and 5 on up into those areas like that. And so NASDAQ's a little bit different in that regard, and it doesn't have to be a diagonal. We don't have the same issue we have on the ES. So that is the bullish count for the NASDAQ, the more bullish count, and the one I kind of expect to play out in the short term here with CPI and stuff. But the shorter term or longer term count would be that this move down was A of 4, and then you'd have a B wave move up, and then C of 4 down into that 11,700 area that we talked about a while back, and then you'd look for that move higher towards the 13.3, 13.4 area to complete the overall diagonal move, and the move up off of the lows to complete that bigger B wave we were talking about before seeing a bigger C wave crash to the downside at that time. So two potentials on each one. One is a little bit more bullish, headed towards 13,000 or so. And then one is bearish first and then bullish after that. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, and I want you to become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. It's a wonderful community, and we all help each other in there, and I want you to make sure it's for you. We just started our Elliott Wave for Beginners trading course, and we're going to have more training courses as time goes on. I add videos each week, and once this is complete, we will start on our next course, which will be investing with Elliott Wave. So we do have educational courses that come with both subscriptions. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the count and answer your questions on where we're headed, and you get the training material that I just showed you. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so it doesn't trade quite often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you a big multiple on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. A couple of different paths on both charts. We're looking at a potential for a more bullish path where we hold support and move higher, or a potential for a bigger ABC where we come down toward the 4,000 region before going higher after that. I don't love this count because of the time frame it's on, but it is still possible. Over on the NASDAQ, same kind of setup. We're looking for a potential for a 5-wave move up on the NASDAQ, which would play out as 5 up towards the 13,300 to 13,500 area. Or if not, we get that bigger ABC we were talking about down toward that 11,700 region, which would create a diagonal setup for an ABC move up toward 13,300 to 13,400 on the NASDAQ. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.